What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stronghold Crusader video. I am back. Been away for a little bit. Had a lot of computer troubles and whatnot, but here we are. We are back, and I have been hard at work here. I've been creating my own AI, and if you don't know, I'm a very big Lord of the Rings fan. So I've attempted to start combining the two. And this is the first lord I've done, as I brought Théoden, King of Rohan, to Crusader. I've tried to keep his personality. So without further ado, King Théoden rules over the vast plains of Rohan. He's a horse lord, mounts every trained soldier, which you will see, while he hands out spears to his peasants. He would rather meet you in open combat than at his walls. He's strict and honorable, and he is still wondering where Gondor was when the Westfold fell. Westfold should be capitalized because that is a place. We'll get on that. I have added custom voice lines, Bing files, everything you could think of to try and make this a fully fleshed out AI. This is still my first run, so please give me your criticism and feedback. You know I like that. But without further ado, let's get us a Théoden here. You'll see his voice line when he's loaded in, and also when you kick him. Custom voice lines for all of that. We will be fighting on Brother Strife. I'm going to do 10,000 starting gold just because I don't want to make this video too long. So without further ado, let's watch how he plays against Rat here. We can leave it low speed here as we kind of get started. You're going to notice certain things about him pretty quickly. You're going to notice that he's very strong in some areas and very weak in others. I've tried to create a upper tier 2 to mid tier 3 lord, kind of depending on how they're playing and who's he playing against. Out of the 15 lords he can play against, he has a win percentage of above 50% at 7 of them. So he's pretty much in the middle of this pack here. Now we're going to see Rat here coming with an early raid. We're going to see how Theoden defends against this pretty early on. You notice right off the bat his troop composition. Like I said, he mounts every trained soldier he can get. He is a straight up Cav faction. You know that if you've watched Lord of the Rings. Unfortunately, you can't go straight Cav in this game. You do need some ground units, so spears and bows, and he very rarely buys those, but he does in the time that he needs to attack. So you will see that. Still some starting bread in there for him. He produces, like I said, the spears and bows, as well as armor and swords for his mounted knights. And then he's got +8 increase off his breweries and inns. He's got all cows here in the fields, as you will see, as he doesn't, I mean, he lives in the plains. The growing isn't exactly there. Rat here throwing in another attack here. Rat is just someone you have to survive against early game and still be able to get up and running against it. So this is very interesting. You're going to see a lot of stables down for Théoden. Among some other things, you'll see his castle, extremely weak. Like I said in his description, he enjoys straight up conflict in the plains. It's his bread and butter. That's about how he does everything. Tons of raiding potential here. I'm playing just on the vanilla AIC. AIVs are coming from Tathia. So see that, tons of raiding for him. He's a raid boss and then likes to keep always horse archers in the fields here. You'll see for his main defensive, he's going to get 4 patrol groups. Should start building those any second. As far as Happiness, he should be at a +1, but right now he's not. I need to look into that. Possibly one more thing of flowers down here for his troops. I mean, not anything insane as far as I'm concerned, but it's a little bit of added bonus here, as he already is over raiding the rat here. He's extremely annoying to play against from when I've played against him. He is very fun to watch, though. His first attack here is coming out. You see a lot of horses, very little bow and spears in there, as he will now start to hit the rat. His first attack is really big for him. It's when he essentially builds up his control groups quite a bit. He's going to continuously putting down stables. He's a very big mid-game player, because I mean these stables are so expensive. I think it's 300 gold, 100 wood, or maybe the other way around if I'm wrong, but not exactly cheap to put all those down. So he's definitely got to get that going. But we'll see here that as this starts to happen, you can see his defensive control groups built up. Like I said, 4 pretty sizable ones, and that's really his defenses. He's got an insane troop comp, high mobility, right, as you can see, and he loves a good raid. But really his defensive consists of these 4 groups constantly circulating everything he owns. Otherwise he'll have a few archers in here, and then whatever he's got in here if you actually do breach the walls, which you most likely will. Glaring defenses, or glaring weaknesses, also looking at all these exposed buildings. I mean, taking those down doesn't shut him down, but you know, if you continuously hit this exposed sides of his castle, it's going to be very detrimental to how he plays. So the first or second attack here coming in from Théoden does go for Trebs, 1 fire ballista, and then he'll usually raid with catapult here. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. I went the wrong way on the game speed there. This is essentially what we're working with. Let's put him against someone with a bit more power. Okay, let's jump right into Pig versus Theoden here. We're still going to stick at our 10,000 starting gold. Due to time constraints, I want to see these guys get up and running just a little bit faster here so we can start seeing armies being thrown at each other. We're going to be able to see just a little bit more of kind of how Theoden does in this matchup. He's got around a 70% win rate against Pig. Usually it does take quite a little bit though. So we will see Pig here coming out with that first attack. Theoden not really looking ready at all, that's for sure. This catapult could be doing a lot of damage. It's shut down though with those defensive groups. Nice that he's already got some knights out, able to counter that. As we will see a raid now coming in for Pig, is able to get stone stuff. Theoden still trying to expand his defensive units here. Maybe get a little attack built up of his own. Is rated as the higher lord. So like I said, I mean, I see Pig as, you know, a high tier 2, low tier 3 for that anti-siege. Then also has the crossbows in there to kind of help out here. Ran right into the knights. That is unfortunate. That entire attack was mopped up in the open plains. Exactly what I was going for with Théoden is I want him to fight. I want most of his troops. I want horses outside of his castle at all times, and that's his play style. And also, you know, just the constant barrage of attacks and raids. He's got a lot more stables to go, so the raids aren't going to be as heavy, and he's got a lot more to put into his defensive units here. I mean, he really doesn't have is 4 defensive groups out. So that will be interesting. I'm thinking he'll start to put more into that after his first attack here, which hopefully will be coming out any minute, as we have not seen one yet. It seems like he's been doing a ton of raiding. It's going to be a lot harder to raid against Pig than it was Rat, simply because those crossbowmen are able to shut down the knights here. As we see that, as they're trying to get around his castle, trying to get in. First attack here coming in from Theoden. It's going to be mopped up pretty quickly. That's alright. This is the time where we're going to see Theoden build up gold and be able to expand on those stables. And still on that attack, that Treb maybe going to be able to take down that tower. It does take down that tower. That is super unfortunate there for Pig. That's at least 10 crossbowmen down the drain. Going to be absolutely useless for him. Now we should see he's got 5 more stables now. Just from that attack alone, he's now able to push more horses out into the field here. Continuously raid this Pig. And he takes down the tower again. Pig looking a little bit on the defensive here. Now loses the gatehouse. He's losing farms. Lost 2 farms there as well. Theoden kind of getting the full swing of things. You see he's got more stables up now. It's kind of hit a little bit of a snowball here. Still pushing forward now. Huge group of knights with all those extra added stables. Pig here looking to clear all this out though. He's had enough. He's going to be sending out those mace men. That big ball is going to be very good in clearing all this out. Theoden not looking like he has the strongest patrol groups out though. Catapult is going to come in. He's getting touched a little bit on the walls. Did lose the gatehouse. Let's see how well he can get back up and running here and into an offensive posture. He should be able to respond here in kind. He's got a ton of horses he can buy. 4, 8, 12. Jeez. You need to start buying some knights there, buddy. But hopefully we'll see him go back into that. As a great attack on Pig to kind of put himself here back in this game. He was a little bit on the back foot. I'd say we're back down to a pretty even match here. Macemen meet the knights on the field of battle there. And we do see a little bit build up here in some of these defensive groups. Big ball of knights there too. Most likely he's going to be pushing that forward at some point. There it goes. Into the economy here. Mopping up those crossbowmen in front. Oh boy. Not what you want to see if you're Pig. He's able to clean them up. Those crossbows doing very nice damage to him. So it is nice. He's still in the farms there taking down those peasants. I mean, that's food Pig has to buy. He's only got 2 farms on the other side. So now as we see this push here from Theoden, it is quite nice. He's almost done with his stables. He really does excel best in the mid lane, right before the ball of troops get too big. Kind of like right when he finishes all of his stables is when he'll start being extremely good. But if he's got someone attack him like Wolf or Saladin, who just has a huge ball of troops where he can't, you know, win in the open field, it can do pretty good damage to him. As you see now, horses out in force. More knights going in. Another attack here coming in from Pig. Trying to keep him on the back foot here. It's going to depend on how well that siege can do. Is that siege going to get up? 1 catapult up for sure. Let's see how well these are cleared off the walls here. Knights going out though for him. He's got a lot of defensive units back, and they should be able to clean all that up pretty easily. Oof. I think Pig definitely need a little bit more out of that attack, as he's got quite a sizable force inside of his base now. Able to immediately get some horse archers going out though to try and put Pig on the back foot here. Pig now pushing forward a catapult here, looking like he does have some extra gold after that attack. Should be able to buy back his units pretty quickly. Theoden still rated as the better lord here, most likely due to that army composition. Less troops, they are technically better. Raid did just about nothing there. That's 8 knights down the drain. You see Theoden pushing some big numbers here for troop counts, looking like he should throw an attack pretty soon. He doesn't throw attacks often. I mean, he's more of a raid kind of guy. He is though throwing an attack now. Should see him build up some gold, able to push forward those archers for some extra harass. Has now got 2 Trebs going. Fire Bliss is doing nice work against those crossbow men, but this was cleaned up pretty well here. And it's going to be just a little bit of a longer game. We're going to see, as Pig's defenses are pretty staunch. He's pushing forward a harassing catapult. Should have been able to up his troops pretty quickly there. He had a pretty nice solid set of gold. He's able to take down that stone. Fortunately, knights can't stay in there for too long. Otherwise they will lose or die pretty quickly from these crossbowmen. The raiding game just a little bit harder with this opponent. You'll see though, no, he just doesn't stop though. Just having his knights there killing the peasants also extremely annoying, and he's already got another group coming forward here. Looking like he wants to go for some iron maybe. Oh, went across the traps, can't do that. You know, smarter raids would be a little bit nicer. That's for sure. Pig now wants some raids of his own. Not able to get anything off those defensive groups that he's got. Pretty built up now. They're about as big as what they will get. He's got a lot of knights in there, a lot of horse archers in there. So for now, it's just gonna be a little bit of a build here. Still tossing forward those knights, only able to get one stone thing, possibly 7. I think that might have been 7 to 8 knights. That's just not worth it here. Pig coming out with another attack. We'll see how well this is picked up. Knights went the wrong way. Horse archers are over there harassing. Does have some knights out. He's gonna need to take down that siege. That siege is gonna be huge. Gonna do a lot of damage against them. He's got the patrol groups kind of over in that vicinity. Did lose 1 stables. Is down 1 in 2 stables. Is down 1 in. That was a bit of a heavy hit for him. Was able to stay alive though. Up in troops now after that. Hopefully we're going to be able to do something with this next attack. It's going to need quite a bit of siege. A Pig over here with quite a bit of crossbow units. A lot of crossbow units in the field that are going to need to be cleaned up. So we do see Théoden in full form now. 1 stable's down, but technically in full form. We got that large number of knights there in the back. Looking like he was building up that group. Possibly before he sends them. There they go. Let's see if they can get something done here. And it's a sizable group. Able to take down an entire group of crossbow and still have some strength left over. Take down stone. All those crossbow. Pig able to replenish them quite easily though. Now we'll see Pig try and send out some mace men to do something. Does get 1 stone. Does get 2 stone. Going for a 3rd? Almost got a 3rd. Stone was already replaced. Then we see the horse archers out in the field. More knights going forward. They love killing that 1 stone. Attack here coming in from Theoden. Let's see if he can get something going. No help from the crossbows outside this time. And he's able to take down that tower quite nicely. Fortunately, they should drop. 1 knight got a stone on the right there. Brick is on fire. He's lost 3 stone now in total. Knights came in off the raid attack. Still has 2 trebs going on these walls. Now horse archers coming in to harass. This is looking very good for King Théoden. Because he's still got those knights up there. Stone's going to be going down again from that fire ballista. From that extra harass. There are more knights now into the picture here. Looking like a lot of raiding is coming in. Pig definitely on the back foot. Is now pushing forward in. Crossbows on the left. He's hopefully going to take down those trebuchets. He does get it. 2 harassing catapults though coming in from Théoden. Able to consistently take down that stone now. He's got no stone coming in. You can see that. Hasn't been able to repair that gatehouse either. It's not a whole lot of extra gold there to buy stone. Knights need to take out those crossbows. They don't. Able to drive across to get another stone thing. So he is on the raid here, able to get quite good value from those knights. We don't see if those catapults definitely did not make it all the way over there. Pig just about back up and running here. That attack is nice. I think he's still going to need just a bit more siege there. He's got 2 more catapults pushing forward. As he is in full stride here. Here's the large base at full. So, tons of stables. Glaring weaknesses in his defenses, that's for sure. That's not really what he's about here. Pig coming in, I mean, that's a ton of siege. Doesn't get most of it up and running, though. Now we'll see the control groups hopefully run in there and clear off those walls. Need that siege down. Siege just goes down. Economy was shut down there for a little bit. Théoden now on the back foot. Pig trying to follow it up with the raid here. Able to get a few farms. Is at about 100 more troops, though. You gotta wonder how many Pig lost in that fight. Still has 2 full control groups up. He's gonna try and replenish them. Is getting raided, though. Pig trying to follow up pretty hard with those raids. Is able to get some value from it. So we'll see these troop counts start to grow higher and higher. We need to see King Theoden hit a good attack with many successful raids after. He's not going to be able to whittle this guy like he was able to do with Rat. Potentially like he can do with some other lords. But he is very annoying up there with those knights. Able to get just a little bit of value from them up there in that raid. As he continues to send out his horse archers. All 3 control groups in one side. Looking like he's got extra horse archers up there. Don't exactly know what's up with that. Pushing 300 units. Pig, though, is kind of catching up. Able like he is losing less units here on the defensive. Pig able to mop up those horse archers. Pretty crazy. See, all of that stone is for Théoden. There we go. Attack here coming in from Théoden. We're going to need to see some big siege. Horse archers looking like they're going to run in. Going to get mopped up pretty quickly. Théoden is throwing quite a bit of knights and rocks at the wall there. Those archers did not die that went down. He's able to get the front gatehouse. He's able to start the stone on fire. Going to need some follow-up here from Théoden. He's able to take down both of those front towers. We had one come back up here. That 4 trebs are still going. He's able to drop it again. This is prime time to raid. He's got 2 towers down. He's still throwing at this wall for whatever reason. He's able to get a lot of value here from these knights. He's got horse archers here in the fields here just being absolutely annoying as well. He is able to get even more down, sending in even more knights here. Gonna try and withhold the stone here. This is what he does so well here, is the attack followed up by the raids. Hopefully gonna be able to keep Pig down. Pig gonna be at pretty low go. Theoden is gonna be going up in gold here. This could cause him to spiral pretty quickly. He's able to kill that house there as well. He's gotta go for the iron, I think. And he does. He's in the back here. He's looking for that iron. He's now taking out the stone again. He's got a follow-up catapult pretty close. Does go down. Not able to get much value from that. Still has his 4 trebs going. Has been pushing up the fire ballista. Is able to take down another house now. As we do see Theoden continuously follow this up with the raids. This is what he needs to do in this situation. He's going to go for another iron. Should take some of those farms as well. Another great value from these knights right here. That's 2 iron and a farm. Attack is officially done here. He's now sending knights directly in. I'm not sure that's the move. You're going to be hard pressed to be able to keep that stream up. You should continue going for those raids. Still no front towers here coming in from Pig. Not able to get that stone. He's going to have to buy it. It's not something you want to do in your Pig, especially when you're losing iron. And you still got horse archers coming in. Théoden, what he's designed to do here is hold this guy down until he gets another attack up and running. He's already up to 340 troops again. We could see another attack coming, and here it is. Fortunately there, that siege is definitely, like, way too far back. I don't know what's up with that. That is unfortunate. You'd like to see the siege go a little bit closer. He's able to use these follow-up catapults, though. Or the harassing catapults. Is able to hit this for whatever reason. He needs to follow this up with some knights here. These guys aren't moving. He needs to take down what's left of those farms and iron. Still has it there in the bag. He's got knights here sitting as well for the attack. He's not doing any raiding. Needs to get some raiding going, that's for sure. It's possible his knights are moving because there's no troops on the ground. I mean, he's sitting here shooting any peasant that comes out that door. Not sure I'd want to visit Pig right now, that's for sure. He's able to get some stone. Is he going to be able to collect any of it, though? I mean, that's a pretty front facing. You just got to pray the knights don't come. More raiding horse archers in here. Knights are here, able to mop up even more iron. That's about the one thing he was consistently bringing in, was the iron through the back, as well as maybe just a little bit of cheese, which is granary. Granary's empty though, unfortunately. Now we got the fire ballista is pushing up more knights in. Oh, that's a ton of stuff. Pig down in the last stand here. Then Théoden able to overwhelm him with the combination of attacks and raiding. Theoden is now going to absolutely be able to hold him in this location. I mean, he's just going to wipe everything off the map here with these knights. He simply doesn't have enough crossbows here to hold back. And of course, he's going to be even more dickish and consistently send forward those horse archers to slowly whittle down these crossbowmen that he does have left. That's for sure. Able to continuously push forward. Still has his 4 control groups, defensive groups here in the back. Is probably going to be sending another attack here pretty soon. Already up to 300 troops. And that's just where you got to watch out here. Pig in the ultra last stand mode here, deleting what towers he has left and gatehouses to try and get something going. Oh, his king's outside, stuck on a wall. Catapult's got... Oh, king is not stuck on a wall. I lied. Is able to get some lumber in. He's able to get another lumber in. Pig. Can he rebuild? Wait, what? What just happened? What just happened? Did a pig hack him? I was like, why did his units all stop? Can he build anything? Yeah, he's selling wood. Oh wait, he just bought a stone thing. Can he come back? Slowly starting to produce again here, but so is Pig. This is the most insane thing I've ever seen. Definitely has a head start here. What in the hell? Pig all the way out of this game. And he deletes like half his castle, or I don't even know what happened. He's got a big head start though. He should be able to do something here. He lost all of his stables. He's finally got his first inn down. Pig though. Oh, no way is this happening. He needs to go forward and attack now. Get him dead to rights. Dead to rights. Pig now coming back, able to get all that iron in. Hopefully sell some of that and get his stuff up and running faster. See if it's enough here. 360 troops. Dude, he had enough troops to finish it probably too. Pig now, recruiting troops of his own. He needs to attack. He's not gonna attack on time. He still doesn't have enough stables up. Look at all of those horse archers. Yeah, start hitting that economy, please. Make it so he can't get back up. And here it is. Alright. I was so scared. I don't think Pig comes back. He's got him back down. Don't delete all your stuff again. I mean, that was insane. Not able to finish him though. Is able to put him again on the back burner while he does continue to get up and running here. There's a lot of force archers in bulk. Now he's able to re-put Pig in the death hold. I don't know what is happening. Like, I'm so confused. What's the what's going on? He just like deleted everything. Oh, Pig's gonna come back, huh? I mean, this is insane. Alright, we're gonna call it a win for Theoden. I don't know why he's deleting his base. He just deleted more stuff. He deleted it all again. Okay. Say Theoden won that.
Retire.
That's so unfortunate. I don't know what happened. Anyways, I got one more matchup for you guys. We gotta see him lose. Right? He beat Rat. He beat Pig. Let's watch as he loses against the Wolf. I don't know what was going on in that last match. Just deleting everything, I guess. That was insane. As we watch Wolf build just some gigantic, beautiful monstrosity of a castle here. He's able to easily shut down the raids. And then Wolf kind of hits a little bit of a snowball. And Theoden's usually dead by the third attack. I mean, the economy that Wolf builds behind is insane. And he's just able to easily take all this. Yeah, the raids don't do anything because these fire ballistas are extremely overpowered. I mean, they kill a knight in 2 hits. So like, it actually starts looking like, you know, like, oh, Theoden's got troops out, you know, he's looking alright. The problem is, it doesn't last. And this is the first time I've seen Wolf build this castle. So it's going to be interesting. He is able to take down that fire ballista though. If he can get in, maybe start hitting some raids. I know Wolf is pretty sufficient without his iron and stone. He can still run a little bit at least. He's going to be able to do some kind of hits here. He's got that fire ballista back. They gun down those knights just so incredibly fast. Theoden there is still trying to push forward these horses. Trying to get something going for himself. Unfortunately, he's running into Wolf. It's just not who you want to be running into. Wolf does have a negative fear factor on his troops though. I think that actually goes up to -3 in total. He's just gonna be, I think, just a little bit too much here. First attack here coming out from Wolf. This is we're gonna start to see some of those weaknesses that I talked about for Theoden coming into play here. Siege not going to be cleared out fast enough. Now harassing catapults coming. Does have knights here to clear these guys off his walls. Unfortunately though, catapult, and then with horse archers on top of that, I mean, that was just a fantastic attach. That was just a little bit too detrimental to Théoden here. just now getting his economy back and running, and look at the gold that Wolf has and is able to buy back this much troops is insane. Still hasn't cleared out these catapults yet. It's crazy. And now he's got Pike here following up, still getting hit with catapults. You need to clear those out. He's been pretty good about it so far. I've never seen him do this terribly. And now more horse archers here coming in for Wolf. Might be a 2-attack Wolf victory here. Is finally taking out some of those catapults. Wolf here going to be throwing another attack very soon. Théoden only at 100 troops, hasn't been able to get anything going for raiding either. He's just been on that defensive. It's going to be unfortunate. Here we go. Wolf now coming out with his second attack. I'm thinking Theoden survives this and dies to the next one. He's got a good number of horse archers out there. Fortunately, those crossbowmen just in the field. They're going to be doing pretty big damage here. Going to have a nice try and come over here, clear off these walls. He is going to be able to get the walls cleared off. Actually, Theoden's going to be at a pretty low troop count. Down to 90, or below 90? 80 now. And now follow up here from these horse archers. Siege still hitting. What we don't want to see is... Yeah, this is going to need to be cleared off here. Finally gets that catapult gone. He's not going to be able to build up enough troops here to defend against another one. He had 8k in the bank from that attack. That's insane. He's going to come right back. That snowball is just unreal. Able to shut down the whole eco with that horse archer raid. Still has that harassing fire ballista there. It's just unfortunate here. Finally able to take that down right on time to 422 days. It's below 80 troops. This is gonna be it for him here. Let's slow this down so you guys can get the, like I said, upper tier 2, low tier 3, 3 attacks from Wolf. I think puts him in that category, right? I mean, we basically see the same from Frederick in this regard. Same troop comp. And then Nazir, just fire ballista is defense-wise, and then overwhelms with just an assassin ball. Little voice line for you guys. And then we see the Wazir is able to overwhelm with those swordsmen as well. And the last stand right here. So yeah, he does not win against any of the tier 4s. Can win against maybe like 2 tier 1s. But he does very fun, unique play style. You gotta finish him off. Of course, if you guys have criticism or constructive criticism, you know, would love to hear that. Make improvements. I gotta finish off the AIVs I'm gonna give them. So yeah, as always, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you next time. Either I will have a new AI or improvements on this. So have a good one. I'll see you.